Oh, we ready to start already? I just set up my camera and I was just contemplating at whether or not I want to start or cleanse some space and do some things. But why not just get started? Because I'm going to be doing a lot of readings tonight. I got a night off. It is our full moon in Capricorn. So it's significant too because I had the night off, made plans and all of that. And then, of course, they're trying to call me into work. And I'm like, no. Are you trying to pull me away from my work tonight? Like, no. I've got things planned out. So, yeah. But there's been a lot of things I feel that have been pulling on me today, right? With this being the full moon. And I had already said that, yeah, this is me closing out cycles and doing different things. And and the moon's about revealing the secrets and what's hidden, right? And a lot of things have been getting revealed to me today. And, there's been a lot of dark stuff. I've been reaching out to some of you in the comments and stuff, which I know that you, for a lot of you, like, all right, because of these integrations, right, and advancements, right, we're coming together, we're reuniting more, we're coming together more. That's why for a lot of you, like, you could be new to my my channel, right? You could have found this video through one of the comments, right, that guided, because I was getting told to do a reading, okay, and talk about some of what's going on, right, because I feel that it's going to be better to do it like in a transmission instead of putting things out, just writing and in conversations and things like that. And it kind of protects us a little bit and blocks a little bit of the communication from the enemy being able to see who receives it, right? And I know that we can communicate on other levels, but I'm not going to get too much into that portion. But all right, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff that's going on. A lot with Control, MK Ultra. They're definitely upping the scale. I like to say the dial. They're really upping the frequencies, the vibration, okay, with certain things, because they know that, like, this big, they know we're rising, right? They feel the energy of us rising, in these activations and all of that. So, they're trying to offset things, okay? So there's a lot. That's why, like, I've been having to think a lot today, like, okay, what's, like, really coming in, what's not, because we have been seeing, like, this spiritual community getting infiltrated, right? But also the algorithms and the things like that, like, you need to remember, and, like, what's being projected, like, what, like, even the stuff that, like, pops up on your feeds, right? The stuff that comes up on your, for what is that, for you or whatever, the recommendations and things like that. Now, I know before that, with these integrations of the 6G, right, they're integrating a lot more with, like, your mind, your emotional state, but it's also picking up a lot on your surroundings and things like that. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is not as authentic as it used to be. A lot of it is more being guided. Okay. And then it's like, once you watch one, like, say you get guided to, like, one reading or one reader or one video or whatever, and say you got routed there just because it was a suggestion, but then it kind of sends you down a rabbit hole of all these other things, and they're showing me, like, a lot of, like, webs and stuff, and a lot of things are being strung together and things like that. So I've been really having to sit here a lot and, like, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah, well, I've been having to, I'm doing a video. I've been having to, this gotta be charged too. Oops, sorry. That was probably very loud. I just watched some, you can turn on the TV and play with your toys. What was I saying? I totally lost it, but, I'm sleepy too. I haven't gotten much sleep because I got my little one today. So, um, I don't know where I was with this. Sorry, I got distracted. So, I was saying, so I've been having to stop a lot and check in with spirit, my guides, like what is like real messages, what's coming through, and like me even just noticing the different things that have been getting infiltrated. And wow, I don't even know if I like this. I don't know if I like where this is going. Sometimes I like it when they just start talking. Other times I'm not even sure. And I feel like I'm kind of disconnected a little bit. It could be because I'm very sleepy. But I don't know. I'm probably just going to leave it as it is, right? Because sometimes things that I feel like I shouldn't be saying, I say or whatever. So anyway, for some of you, maybe like you're going to need to find ways to get like confirmations. Don't just run by with what you're told, right? Because wait for things to be revealed. Wait to get your confirmations. Like normally if you feel it's a confirmation, like that's your confirmation for you. It's not like you hear something and it touches you a certain way and you're like, oh my gosh, that really happened to me, or that's what was going on. No, it's literally like, you know, you hear something and... No, I'm working right now. You need to wait. Shh, I don't check the bed. I put all the kitties on the bed. So it's one of those where it's like, when you get the confirmation, you get the feeling and you're like, oh, I knew it. I knew that's what I was feeling like. That's what's happened to me a lot lately, is the confirmations have been coming in and I'm like, I knew it. I thought that happened. I had a feeling that happened. I had a vision that happened. And now I'm getting the confirmation of it. But then I was like, but then is it like it's confirming it now because I was already thinking this and I already had a vision? And is it really because things are... Look at them trying to choke me up. I feel attacked in my throat chakra while I'm talking about this. Yeah, that's a confirmation for me that the algorithms are integrating with like the visions and stuff. So like, okay, so it's like if I had a vision of like somebody doing something because I was just thinking it was something that I planted there, it wasn't like an actual vision that was being given to me. It was something that I was thinking, well, if this was to happen, how would it look? So I created something, okay, and then now the phone, all right, or whatever platform or social media outlet or whatever that you're using, or I was using, integrated that thought form and now pulled me up content and a video on it. And then I felt as though, oh my gosh, here's the confirmation of the vision that I had. And now it's telling me this. And now it led me down this pathway. And you're just, you're going to get in trouble. This is 3 now. And so I'm just like, so you need to be careful, I guess the biggest message is coming out with your confirmations through the platforms, okay, through videos, through if you look for a lot of confirmations, okay, through devices, okay, you need to be looking for more of them in spirit, okay, and spending more time. Like I have this thing too where like a lot of times I like to bring the phone in when I take a bath or whatever and be looking at stuff, and like I was told today, like, no, put your phones down, go take your spiritual bath, do not bring any electronics in the bathroom or whatever. And then it was cute too, like I felt like my pendulum, right, like I asked spirit a lot of those questions. I felt like the frequency of the devices were affecting it as well, right? So I was just like, nope, don't even bring that, just talk with spirit, you know. And oh no, sorry. So that's what I did, right? And even I was playing around with my pendulum later and I noticed the frequency change and stuff. So there's definitely a lot of things, right? So you could be questioning more on how you receive your confirmations. And like, yeah, they definitely like whatever I'm talking about, like my throat chakra is I'm feeling things, right? They know what I'm saying out here, that I'm warning all of you. And I've been hearing so much today about like, you're divinely protected, you're divinely protected. Like, I'm not saying you're not. Where was I going to say with that? I don't know where I was going to go with that. They wanted me to talk about something about like, because they want a lot of us to speak out, right? Even feeling these attacks, whatever, like, you just need to do more things to protect yourself and cleanse yourself when you're feeling these things, right? Like, I'm probably going to stop this. I'm just going to leave this as a little, like, quick message before I get into the cards, because I'm going to let be lighting some incenses and doing some things, so that's probably why I feel the attacks just coming in with what just my little opening channelings are. So take it as a warning for the spiritual, like, you guys need to, like, take into consideration, like, we're in a spiritual battle. Like, do you understand? This is the final war. This is light versus dark. This is over souls. Okay? And you need to realize that. So it's like, you don't think they'd go to extreme lengths to take control of your souls? You know, like, the darkness is falling. Like, they very much know that their time is up here. There's too many of us waking up and reclaiming our power. Everything that they did not want us to do. So they're doing everything to try to mislead you. And that's the number one way that you try to mislead people, is to get them to doubt themselves, to get them to lower their confidence. Right? I'm feeling so many things coming at me right now when I'm saying this. Like, united we rise. We are protecting each other. We are helping each other get stronger. And I know that I've had a lot of help and a lot of things protecting me. I have been feeling more protected, more safe, more secure, more getting moved. Like, I've literally been seeing people come in that have literally been moving me. Like, I ain't even gonna play, like, just little delays. Like, I missed a bus, and then as I missed a bus, right, I was later to where I was going, and then I noticed something like happen where if I wouldn't have missed that bus, I would have aligned at a different time. I noticed that. And then another time where I was sitting somewhere, I had a lady just come up to me, and she was like, come with me, I want to show you something. Just and confirmation. I was like, all right, I'll go. I just got the feeling, go. I mean, normally I don't do stuff like that, but I knew that I was getting moved for a reason. Okay, and I mean, don't ever do anything that you feel funny of, but I don't want to put too much of my story out there because I'm heavily monitored. Okay, but it was like, but twice now where I've literally had things where I just knew that there were certain movements that were happening to protect me or whatever. So trust what you're feeling guided to do. If you're feeling guided to not go somewhere, if you're, you know what I mean, or to cleanse your space. Like, if you feel like you shouldn't speak on something or talk on something while my lights flicker, then don't. Not all of us are protected to expose the secrets. I know that's something that I've known for a long time, that I was protected to expose certain things. And it's just, I've really been having to be careful with when I expose things and what I say or whatever. Because some of the stuff that I have to expose is like very delicate or whatever. So, but whatever I'm guided to, like, I know that I'm protected to do so. But not all of you may feel that way. Alright, I gotta cleanse my space a little bit, see what my little girl needs, and then I'm gonna be doing some more messages. I've been playing a lot with Alyrans, so I'm gonna do a Lyran transmission, star seeds. Keeper of the lights on the desk, right? So I'm going to pull some cards, right? And we're going to play with this full moon energy. So definitely take a look at my readings surrounding this one. All right, bye, guys.